Hey, hi everybody, and welcome to another Monday Evening Mojo. Oh man, yes, today's topic and discussion is leadership isn't just about titles, it's about mantles. And I got this message from attended church a couple of weeks ago, and a minister here in Houston, Pastor Joel, and his mom passed 91 years young, right? Mama Dodie, and he was talking about picking up the mantle and all the things that she has done. And the woman was a walking miracle, right? I mean, she was, diagnosed with terminal cancer in her 40s and lived 40 plus years later, right? And did some remarkable things around prayer, did some remarkable things around service and all this stuff, right? And just such a void now that's been created in her absence, right? And so I'm thinking, oh man, how does this fit into Monday Evening Mojo, right? And it's about giving you something else to think about in your day, something that can help you reset, refocus, recommit to what you really think you're supposed to do, what you really know you're supposed to do. Get reset, right? And that's what this Monday Evening Mojo is about. We come in here, give you something for those of you that had a fantastic day, help you get the next level up, or those of you that had a terrible day and can't wait till the night's over, or you're kind of in the middle. And come in here to give you something to digest and process, and then flip that thinking switch and begin a new journey, right? And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Geoff Tyson, and I'm host of Conversations with Geoff and founder of Comeback King Enterprises, who sponsors the Monday Evening Mojo, right? And we just are excited about the things that we have in store for those of you that understand service, those of you that understand that the gift really is in the comeback, and then we can flip the switch on this thinking, find a new way to talk to ourselves, find a new way to change the story. That story, you know what story I'm talking about. What story did you listen to today? I always like to ask. Was it inspiring? Was it epic about you? Encouraging, praising, inspiring, and complimenting yourself? Or was it the same old thinking based story that keeps you and keeps you walking uphill with your brakes on, baby, right? So I put some comments in like I always do, and I just wanted to highlight some of the things, right? And I talked to you a little bit about why the topic and the subject tonight, and reflecting in the message. One of the things he talked about was fighting our battles with yesterday's skills, right? Yesterday's prayers and yesterday's victories, right? I mean, yesterday's gone, baby. And so what are you doing today? How are you pulling yourself together? How are you preparing yourself? How are you prepping for that day, right? And because the stories, and this is kind of falling off the subject for a minute, but it kind of fits. So stay with me. And it's about parents. I always say this more now than ever. Let's be careful that we are not preparing our children, raising our children for a world that no longer exists. The education process, as an example, the job opportunities, as an example. Children today, it's a whole nother scene from when I went to school. Going to school when I grew up, it was not an option. You were going to college, and it was that important. That education was just the next level, because that was deprived from us for so long. And our parents had 5 of us, and they wanted all 5 of us to go to school. We all did, and we graduated, and so all that was different, right? But now we have to be really careful and selective. 75% of the students that went to school aren't doing what they went to school for. 25% of them are, and of that 25%, the numbers are somewhere, and 80% of them don't like what they're doing. So we have to make sure that we are paying attention to the opportunities that exist today that our children have been groomed for anyway. Right, and that's a whole nother discussion. I just had to compare the two. Pick up another mantle. In other words, people in that space, right? Because here's the thing: for those of you who believe in God, God is a progressive God, right? He's one that's always encouraging you to do more, calling you to rise, right? Because the mantle represents the responsibilities, and the mantle represents authority, right? And I looked it up, and so I know that that's kind of the message, because it's kind of like, and that's how Mama Dodie was, man. She was the prayer. She changed people's lives all over the world. She showed up when she was not wanting to. I mean, this woman, 5'2", powerhouse, right? And everybody that talked about her talked about how powerful her prayers were, how meaningful her love was. Prayer and love, man. We can't get enough love in today's world, boy. I tell you what, there was something about love being the catalyst to everything. It's in the verse. So anyhow, let's get back to why I'm here. So you guys are getting me, right? So the mantle that I'm talking about picking up is the one of authority, one of responsibilities at a higher level, not just a comfort level zone, right? Because here's a couple of things, and then we'll get out of here. I'm going to ask you, are you praying with power? Prayers of power, bold prayers, or are you praying passively? Only you know, right? Only you know. Are you leading with courage? Or are you leading with comfort? In other words, are you just kind of keeping your head down, not pushing people, not challenging people, not helping people grow, not helping people step into their real purpose? Because you're not sure yourself, maybe. Are you helping your people get prepared for AI, or you're ignoring AI? Do you have your head in the sand with your butt sticking up? Or what is it going on for you? Are you covering your family when it matters? Right? So how are you praying? What kind of courage do you have as a leader? Are you covering yourself, and are you stepping out of your safe zone into God's zone, or whatever you believe? So these are just some things to think about today, right? Because here's what happens. I fell the other day and I scraped my finger up and it's bothering me. Anyway, so stay focused, Geoff. Two things that I want to say to you that won't help you, and I challenge you to stop doing it. They won't win any battles for you, right? And we're here to win battles. We want to understand how we can learn and grow and master the comeback, right? So the first thing is weak get by prayers. I put in parentheses, and Joel says get by prayers. Do you have those? Is that what you're doing? Do you believe what it is you're praying for? Do you believe in what it is you're chasing? Do you believe the possibilities for you to have the things you really want are there? I'm going to tell you they are, by the way. They are there, right? It's your old stinking thinking. You're counting on that to move you forward. Because I started at the beginning. You don't fight battles with yesterday's skills, prayers, and victories. It's something new, baby. What are you going to do new? So I want to encourage you tonight. As we wind this thing down, to think about what it is, what authority, what kind of responsibilities are really important for you, that you know you're meant to do, that you know that person that's waiting to hear your message, you know that person that needs your love, that person that you maybe neglected. I'm talking about yourself first. Yeah, I'm talking to you about you, right? Stop it. Stop it. It's not just about the titles. It's about the mantles that we carry. Which one are you carrying? Are you carrying one that stands in your purpose? Or are you just carrying the easiest one, the safety zone? And how's that working for you? Has it helped? Or is it holding you back? I believe it's either way. Only you know for sure. But I want you to know, like I always say when I close, don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. Stinking thinking does not have to be the reason why your world stays the way it is. Your current circumstances don't dictate the outcome of your life. Stop letting the trauma of your past control how you see yourself and the messaging that you tell yourself. Because it's all about that. It's all about the conversations you're having with yourself about yourself first, man. I don't care what you say. It's that. I believe that to be true because that's how my life was until I found out that, man, no matter how well I thought I was doing, when I didn't work on this messaging that was telling the lies that people had told me about myself all my life, that was really what was making me do the things that I didn't want to do to hide, or whatever it might have been. We control this. This is our greatest gift. Takes some work, though. You got to get in the gym, baby. You got to get that mind muscle strong. You got to get every day in repetition, practice, repetition, practice, repetition, practice. Doesn't come easy, but it's possible. That's the gift that we all have, man. So it takes away all the excuses about money, education, and all that other stuff. Find the why so big that it won't matter what it takes for you to get it. This woman was 91 years old. Powerful. 5'2". She loved hard. She prayed hard. She lived a life. Oh, man. Set the bar high for us. Let's pick up the mantle. Let's make some things happen in our life that we know we're meant to do. Have a fantastic week and be on the lookout for Friday and Saturday's Summit Series interviews that we're having, some pre-Summit Series interviews around feeding into our summit, from heartbreak to healing, pathway to extraordinary love. Ooh-wee, man. Make sure you don't miss the episodes coming up to that. The information, the dates are on there. 15 experts around relationships, around recovering from bad marriages, from cheaters to healers. Oh, man, just that's our effort to pick up the mantle and bring real life situations to those of you that know you're meant for more, still stuck carrying the old messages and the old pain. And you know that you deserve more. You are worth more. We want you to know you are. So don't miss out on that information. So I am gone for real now. Have a fantastic week. Man, I want you all to hear me when I say goodbye to you, that don't let yesterday's prayers, skills, and victories be the excuse you stand on. Rise up. Be bold in your prayers. Know that you're meant for more. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you next Monday. And appreciate you. Take care. Bye-bye.